What's going on, guys? It's Grant or G Miners here. Today we are going over how to defeat Taniks and complete the Deep Stone Crypt Raid. This is the final encounter. This boss fight can be broken up into 3 simple mechanics. Part 1 is juggling or managing the 3 augments. Part 2 is depositing nuclear cores in boxes around the arena. And Part 3 is damaging Taniks. To start, split your team into 3 teams of 2. Each team will be responsible for one of the 3 augments. These augments are Operator, Scanner, and Suppressor, and each augment has a specific role. One player on each team will be holding an augment, and the other will be responsible for running nukes. More on this later. The Operator team will be primarily playing around the server side. The Scanner team will play around what we call blue, or the giant broken building, and Suppressor team will play around what we call orange, which is near the massive tubes. Each team will primarily play around these areas, as these are where the adds and each of the corresponding augments will spawn. Your team will be killing adds until each team has collected their own augment. At this time, Taniks will relocate from the center of the arena to one of the 3 sides. When Taniks reaches a side, the thrusters on his hovercraft will glow orange. Your team must destroy 2 of these thrusters. Destroying a thruster will drop a nuke. Note that Taniks will use an orbital death ray while you attempt to destroy these thrusters, so it's important to keep moving. Upon destroying his thrusters, 2 players must grab the nuclear cores that Taniks drops. These players will be transporting these cores to the proper boxes located around the arena. 2 boxes are located on each of the 3 sides. Our callouts for these are left and right, and then the callout of the side. Once again, these sides are servers, blue, and orange. The player with the scanner augmentation will be able to see which boxes are the correct ones to deposit in, as they will be glowing yellow. These will be glowing far before the nukes are dropped, so you have plenty of time for callouts. As you transport these nukes, Taniks will emit a burst of purple void energy. This burst will freeze one of the players holding a nuke and place them into a large detain orb. The player with the operator augmentation will need to shoot this orb in order to free the frozen player. Be careful that the operator is not near any of the nuke carriers, as if this player becomes stuck in the carrier's detain field, their augmentation will become disabled and both players will be stuck in the detain orb. To deposit these nukes, the player with the suppressor augmentation will first have to stun Taniks to unlock the boxes. To do this, they must locate the 3 glowing drones on one of the sides of the arena. This player must stand under each drone and shoot Taniks. Doing this under all 3 drones, one after the other, will stun Taniks and allow carriers to deposit their nukes. We have found it best to have an additional person following each of the runners to grab the nukes just in case the carrier got close to 10 stacks of radiation. The trailing player will be able to grab this nuke and prevent the death of the runner that they are trailing. After both nukes are deposited, one of the augments on your team will become disabled. Whoever's augment is disabled must give the augment to their corresponding teammate using the augmentation terminals located on the outside of the map. You will need to deposit 4 nukes total, or 2 sets of 2, in order to reach a damage phase. When 4 nukes have been deposited, Taniks will go to the center of the arena and an orb will appear around him, which players must be inside to do damage. Make sure to dodge the debris rotating around this orb while entering it. Halfway through this damage phase, Taniks will launch all players out of the orb. Run back in to continue the second half of this phase. Repeat the mechanics again for an additional damage phase. When Taniks becomes enraged or enters his last bar of health, he will start to teleport around the arena. At this point, you can continually do damage to kill him. You should have roughly 8 teleports before Taniks wipes your fire team, so make sure to DPS him hard during this final stand.